Hey everybody, this is Miss P again. Hopefully you've already watched my welcome video. What I want to do in this short little video is just kind of give you a little introduction to this class, what you should look for, a heads up on some assignments, how to see your grade, things like that, okay? The first thing you want to do when you log in, you just scroll down and you'll see my contact information. Anytime you see something in red, it's a link that you can click on and that you should click on. This is if you have a Facebook page and you want to like this class Facebook page, you can get updates, you can get just some, information, you can ask me questions through Facebook, things like that. This is the class syllabus. This is the welcome video that hopefully you've already seen. You keep scrolling down, you're going to see the course pacing guide. Notice it goes in 2-week increments. Some courses go each week. We have 2 weeks. So chapter 1, you have 2 weeks, actually a little over, and you just work through. This is all the work you need to do for that chapter, all the work you need to do for chapter 2. It's a great little checklist if you want to print that off, and it's a great way to keep up with what work you've completed and what work you haven't completed. So I'm going to keep scrolling down, and then I'm going to come to sorry. So the first thing you're going to come to is chapter 1, and it's going to give you a rundown of everything you need to do in chapter 1, and then you're going to keep going down and you're going to start seeing that red and all of those links, and those are the items that you need to click on. The very first one, and this is like this in all chapters, it says notes. These are not really notes, but PowerPoints. We don't have a book in this class, and so you get all of your information, these PowerPoint slides. You need to read through all of them. You need to take good notes on these to help you with the quizzes and the upcoming test and to help you better understand all of this information. The next item you come to says financial football, and it takes you to a link, let me mute that, where you play a football game, and to do well within this football game, you have to answer questions about personal finance. It's a really neat little game. It's a great way to learn different terms, and it's a great way to kind of learn a little bit more about finance in general. So looking at what's next, this next part I cannot stress to you enough. Anytime you see this little icon, that means it's a quiz. And once you click on that link, it is going to take you to the quiz. And let's say that you say, oops, I didn't mean to do that. I don't want to take this quiz. And you hit the back bar. The computer just recorded a 0 for you for that quiz. And it's a very important. On this first quiz, you have 2 chances to take it, because I have so many students who are going to click on it and they're going to say oops, and they're going to exit out, and they're going to get a 0. And the second time you go in, which this is more than my second time, but so after you click on it and you go out and it records a 0, this is what it's going to do from now on when you try to take it. It's going to say no more attempts allowed. And it's going to have a 0 on your grades page. If this happens to you, we all make mistakes, and if this happens to you, email me and I can go in and I'll reset it for you here in the beginning. But later on, if you're every single chapter, if you're saying please reset this quiz, it's not going to let me do it later on. It's only set to do it, I believe the first 3 chapters you can have little oopsies, but after that you just have to keep it in, you have to keep in your mind, do not click any of these links. Look for that little black icon. Do not click those unless you are 100% ready to take that quiz, okay? And then it's the same way with this check mark icon, which those are your test. And I've already clicked on this once, so that's why it's saying that. But it just pulls up the test. You answer the questions. One thing I want you to remember is you're going to go through and you're going to answer all of these questions here, these true, false, and multiple choice. And then you're going to write this little, in this area here for the essay, and you're going to hit submit all and finish. And when you do that, it's going to save a grade for you, and it's going to show you this. All the things that you got right, all the answers you got wrong, which of course I got everything wrong. But what you need to understand is this grade that it shows right here is not going to be your correct grade, because the points for the essay question, which in this situation, this is worth 16 points. Right here it says marks 16. Those points are not going to be added in. So a lot of times students, let's say they miss a couple, and then they come back here and they see like an 80 or a 70 something, and they say, oh my gosh, I did horrible, I want to retake this this test. But what they don't understand, or what they don't realize, is I still have to add in the points from your essay question. So just always keep that in mind anytime you have an essay on the test. And then the last thing you're going to see in chapter 1 is a project. It's very important that when you click on a page like this and you see all this, you just start reading. And after you read this, if you have any questions, you get in touch with me. But this page right here is just the instructions for how to complete this trip across Tennessee assignment. And then the second link that you come to is where you're going to upload your assignment, and how you're going to get that into me. One thing I want to stress to you guys is that if you ever have trouble submitting something here online, please just send it to me in an email. For instance, this trip across Tennessee, it wants you to do a PowerPoint or a Prezi presentation, and it wants you to upload it to the website. So for some people that's going to be super easy, but for some people it could be harder. For instance, if you have a really slow internet connection at home, you're going to, not 100%, but a lot of times you may find it kind of hard to upload things to this site. This site on its own is a slow site. And then when you're trying to upload it, when you're trying to find files on your computer and then upload those files, it makes it even slower. And I don't want you to ever feel like, oh, I can't get my information, I can't get my project in on time just because of that. If you ever have issues with that, all you have to do is go into your email and attach it to an email and send it to me, and then I can upload it onto this website, and I can put your grade in on this website for you. Okay. And the last thing I want to show you is where you can see your grades. Right over here on the left, click grades. This is me. I'm not doing very well in this class, but you can see this is a list of every single assignment you have to complete this semester. So that's, again, another nice thing to just say, if you print this off and you do check, I'm done with that, check, I'm done with that. It's a great checklist. But it's also a way for you to go throughout the semester and look and see your grades, and then also see feedback for projects or essays or things like that you've turned in. You will see information right here that's feedback. So please remember this. Please keep this in mind so you can see how well you're doing in the class, see how much you've gotten done. And then one last thing, just to show you. Here's your profile. And let's say for some reason that you should be getting all of the messages that I send through Moodle here. They should be showing up on here. If you click on profile, you see messages. But they should also be forwarded to your email address, the email address that's listed right there. And for some reason, if that's not happening, let me know, and we can try to get that fixed, because I know that for most people, it's easier for you guys just to see it in your email. But if you ever want to just make sure, you can go in and you can click messages there, and it says I have 13. That 13 means I have 13 new messages on there. So I hope this helps you guys out a little bit. I hope it will help you to get started and answers at least a few questions. If you have more, you know where to find me, okay? You know how to get a hold of me, and I'm going to get back to you as soon as possible. I hope you guys have a great semester. I look forward to seeing all of your work, and I look forward to getting to know you guys a little bit.